Hello kids, class is now in session. Today's topic is a subject more important than taxes, mortgages. Hell, it's even more important than what Gen Alpha is up to on TikTok, slang. That's right, the terms that we Gen Xers have been dropping for decades. Now I gotta say that not all slang ages like fine wine, okay? Some of it more like expired milk. So today we're going to separate the timeless classics from the terminology that needs to get, put in the cringe graveyard. All right, let's get to it. All right, Cat 1 slang. Let's get into it. Okay, these are the timeless classics. These are the slang words that, have somehow managed to stand the ravages of time. You can still drop these bad boys in random conversation and nobody's gonna give you the side eye. Right, gnarly. It's a perfect word. It covers everything from rad waves to a bad car accident. Very versatile. Sweet. Sweet's just a good all-purpose general word, okay? You can drop this and nobody's ever gonna think you're trying too hard. Rad. Rad is, rad. It's the king. It's the ultimate approval stamp. Rad will never die. Right on. Okay. You only use right on if you mean it. And I mean you really, really mean it. It has to be in a very soft, mellow tone and only used when you're saying something that's in perfect agreement or you're in a perfect agreement with a statement just made. Yeah, right on. Okay. Last but certainly not least, dude. Universally acceptable, gender neutral. Really, it's the Swiss Army knife of slang. All right, now, not all words are as blessed as this crew. Let's move on. All right, Cat 2 words. These words aren't quite dead, but you better use them wisely, otherwise you're gonna risk looking like an extra in a bad 90s sitcom. Groovy. Groovy. Can be used ironically, or if you happen to be jazz-loving grandpa. All right. Tits. A personal favorite. Only acceptable among dudes. Do not drop in mixed company or risk getting HR involved. I told ya. Bitchin'. Only if you're discussing skateboards, old school punk, or classic cars. No other time. Okay. Far out, man. Okay. Say this and people think that you are either like high or a 70s burnout. Maybe they'll think you're both. Cowabunga? Break glass in case of Ninja Turtle emergency. All right, now we're on to Cat 3 words. And this is where things start to go sour. Okay, Cat 3 words, these are dead. So unless you're using them for the purposes of extreme sarcasm, otherwise, you know what? They're not going to be the masterpieces they could be. All right, get into it. Bogus. You know what? I would argue that this word needs a bit of a comeback. It's a cool word, but you know what? Really, its only usage now is for roasting purposes. Like, dude, that price is bogus. Gag me with a spoon, pitchfork, whatever, okay? If you say this to me, or anyone else for that matter, you better have a deadpan stare after delivery. Gag me with a spoon. Like so. Tubular. Okay. Yeah, you can use that and I'll let it go. If you happen to be wearing some totally rad neon and your high top Reeboks. Wicked. Alright. Let pop punk bands in Boston have it, okay? We don't need it. Totally. That's the only way you can use that. I would recommend you sub out fully. That's okay. But totally not okay.
For shame!
And finally, Cat 4. The worst of the worst. Go ahead and use any of these words, ironically or unironically. I dare you. Radical. It's rad. Get over it. Bodacious. Yeah, you know what? I just got off the phone with Mountain Dew and they want their flavor name back. What's up? Okay, that died with the Budweiser commercials. Let it rest. Talk to the hand. Seriously, nobody under 40 is going to get this. Yada, yada, yada. Look, we all love Seinfeld, including me, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah!
And there you have it, folks. The definitive guide to slang that you can fully use without looking like a complete relic. And you know what? If you happen to have been digging into the slang graveyard, no redemption for you. Alright, I'm not the final authority here. So, you know what? Go ahead and comment. What's your go-to slang that you use either ironically or unironically? I mean, is there some slang that needs to make a complete comeback? Or some slang that's still in use today that needs to die and stay that way? Alright, class dismissed. And oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.